Just a happy, peaceful little fishing trip we on. Oh yeah. Welcome back to the stream, everybody. I'm an hour late because just as I was gearing up to stream, my cat decided it was a great idea to vomit up all of her dinner I just gave her all over my curtains. So I had to deal with that. And apparently my mother had come over at some point and decided to clean up, quote unquote. So my carpet and curtain cleaner was in my bathroom somewhere, buried behind a bunch of shit that she had put in the bathroom fucking cabinet that's not supposed to be there because there's no carpet in the bathroom. Ah! Parents, am I right? Hello. When we last left off, we have dominated all the funny horsey people as funny magic fishes. Mind control. Soon all will fall to our domination. Ooh, infantry expert. That sounds like the kind of tactic I like. Wave after wave of men, which I might actually be able to facilitate this time around. I facilitated it before, and I had played, God, Sirenalia at one point, which starts with 22 men and 3 factories. So this is a great campaign compared to that. Now the question is, do I save up to outfit my armies more? Or buff my marines, because they are basically going to be my bread and possibly or butter. Alright, I also set everything to be supremacist eventually, all in good time, except for them apparently. There is the possibility of, while the supremacist factions will rise up and attempt to take over control, they can still lose. In certain... That man needs to go back to bed. There's still the possibility that they still lose. Like, our Black Hollow. I'm pretty sure I put the Raiders here to go supremacist, but they must have lost their war. Nova Griffonia, obviously. Although they're, like, still in their war, which is... not supremacist at all. Yeah, Jackie Clad appears to be losing. The polar bears have mechanized and not in cars. What else we got going on? Kyria is desperately hanging on. And Kyria has hung on. They just defeated the supremacist person that spawns. Azir just doesn't do anything. Quite literally, they don't take a focus. Something I noticed. She is being graciously overthrown by the Beeples, who still hold Panthera. I don't know if they've been holding that for a long time, or if it's just been a day, and it feels like a long time because of, you know, the graceless passage of time that will consume and come for us all in due time. What else we got? Where's Vivek? Is he alive? There he is. Yeah. Alrighty. Chiroptera, understandably pissed yet again. Weirdly enough, they went unaligned, unless they're high as balls man who did more drugs than Umalez is eventually going to get boofed out. I don't think Warzina has anything but this, because they are basically meant to die. Oh, cool, these guys broke away from the Republic. Like, hard broke away from the public. Like, are you... I don't like the way she's looking at me. Neo-feudalism! Can you do new feudalism? Isn't new feudalism just old feudalism, but, you know, now? And not then? Yeah, they either lost their war, or... No, they got the one dude out and split up into 3, I guess. Okay, cool! That makes them vulnerable, unless they're all aligned with each other. Nope, that makes them vulnerable, unless they're all in a faction with each other. Nope! That just makes them vulnerable. Who's dying over here? There's guns. Oh, right. Sirenalia is attacking Tobak, as they are wont to do. Rip Abyssinia. All right, what do we want? Artillery is good. Production efficiency, to have more equipment, is good. Decisions are good. I can just pick which one I want to take over. Yes. How much PP gain do I have? Ah, only 0.8 above average. Yeah. Building stuff underwater would be great. You know, it's just free shit. Well, what do you get? Daily PP, stability, war support. Wait, what? Why does this say removes her when this is her? Natural leader is the most charismatic of the bunch. Dazzle will take leadership of the Sirens. Oh, there we go. It's at the top. PP, stability. Weird that it says she gets more if she's just flat not there. What? Huh? Where? Squint. Support. Magic drift bad. Science. Critical population, recovery rate, research. More fishes. How long is it gonna be until we go to war? I might want to swap to Arya. Ow, PP cost. Ow, stability cost. The crushing iron fin? Okay, when? Ease war. Apparently I can't take that one. Oh, I need them to be here. Fear and doubt. You know, this one doesn't seem so bad. This seems like, crushing fear and war, lies and deception, the revolutionary, death of the revolution, chicken. Squid! But that one is 8 factories. Costs 40 magic, though. We can do that, totally. I want that so much. That's why it costs so much. Siren conscription. No time for games. Okay, or I can save my PP, and what happened? Destiny happens. Another partner, question mark? The drowning, question mark? Collaboration, question mark? This one's 4 factories. And changes Mount Ares to Megapolis. Brain. And doesn't cost me magic, so I can switch for 50 PP, do... Death. Unlock additional things to pay more PP to do stuff. And then dump magic for factories, which getting that out of the way early on if I can afford the magic. All of these seem really good. Like, this is saving resources. This one's saving resources and getting less. This one's spending resources and getting more. And this one is crushing the resistance. Do I have to worry about the resistance? They don't appear to be very... They don't appear to be very resisting. Ugh, what have I done? No, don't close all my tabs. Yeah, I'm not occupying any territories. This is my thing, unless I'm going to start getting red bitches events. If we reach 0 magic, while resistance is active, they will overthrow our regime. Give me daily magic drift as high as possible from other foci is the key to... Oh! Is daily magic drift me gaining it, not losing it? I figured it was me losing it and I had to do stuff like make people angry and engage in gladiatorial combat. Destiny sounds fun, and also I can save my penis. I mean, PP. I mean, power for doing other stuff. Like, free stuff. My favorite price is free. Flexible operations, or more guns. What does this do? Extra fuel tanks. Am I ever going to put extra fuel tanks on it? Does that matter? As long as I have like this. It's probably fuel reduction. I don't know, max range. Boats have a max range? Well, unless I split up my submarines, like, individually, that doesn't matter. And I can't be asked to micromanage that much. The Second Aquelian, Third and Fourth Aquelian Republic, eh? Or do they just explode? That man needs a fucking nap still. And some dental work. Is it still dental if it's a beak? What am I even saving my PP for? Do I want to pop 50? Unless I want to swap. Yeah, I think I want to swap to the one where it costs me magic and I'm not gaining any. Yeah, it is. Once I hit 200, we swap over to Arya and dump 80 on this. Or 120. Hmm. 100,000. Yeah, I'm betting these unlock. You can pay magic to get increased bonasu. Okay, but what if we don't? Who are you? My one tank commander? Wow. Should probably be making tanks. Can I afford to make tanks? Maybe? How many guns do I have stockpiled? Quite a bit. Let's do one whole heavy tank. Corp. Super heavy. I did pick to go big McLarge. Huge. Tankies. Go, go, go. Kill, kill, kill. Done it. Yeah. Kegel wins in New Maryland. Bronze Hill has declared war on the Empire. Oops. Did I do that? Oh, look, he won. Oh, boy, oh boy, fascism. Oh boy. Oh boy. You're not Grover. Oh no. Oh, is that the guy who executes the kid? Yeah, they don't have him as a figurehead here. Stratocracy that covers military juntas, military thingy, and other military thingy. And now they officially in charge. They have the final say in all the stuff. Is one of these kill the kid? Destroy the child. I'm assuming he destroyed the child, or he would have 5% stability from child. Oh no. That's not good. Destiny! It was a disgrace. There is no better words to describe it. Over 1,000 years, the world had already been forgotten about them. About her, they thought they thought themselves more advanced from just their toys, but Asiago. That's not how that is. Asiago Cheese could not see through it all. Magic still ruled. Magic always ruled, and she was the one who was supposed to rule with it. The song she sang was meant to be listened to by all, for her to be adored, and for crowds to cheer for her as they listened to her every command. She was meant to rule. That's not what happened. Her destiny, her birthright had been taken by fools, ponies, who thought to pay tribute to me. Wrong game. So the natural order, her banishment was a travesty, locked away to be passed into legends as creatures far weaker than they could control their destiny. Destiny did not change, though. I mean, are they weaker than you if you got your ass kicked? Har har. Oh, wait, this is me. Yes, the answer is yes. And they could not take her voice. To get all three of them possessed. Of course, Arya was right about one thing. None of them were ready to simply take their place at the center stage of the world. This is all going to be like music, puns, and metaphors and stuff. There's still more subjects to enthrall, more power to gain, and more songs to sing. Soon, however, to make a triumphant return to Equestria, her plans would come into fruition, and all would see and rejoice. All it would take was a little patience. And Mrs. Cheese, ooh, yes. Okay, good thing I didn't immediately switch off. That's +1 magic, even if she's not there. Cheese. Even though I don't specifically remember what Asiago cheese is, all I know is it's in tacos. And tacos are great. I should get tacos. It's a shame that I can't drive. Big sad. Ew. Ooh. Lancer. Scream. Torpedo. Ooh. torpedo cooldown. So I just go mass torpedoes, and we do the Stellaris missile spam thing, where it's like, yeah, they might have point defense, but I have more missiles than they have flak. Uh-huh. Oh, you're already doing it. Cool. I'm gonna keep dumping into Navy XP just so I can research naval techs quicker, which will let me continue to stay on the cutting edge of the Navy, so I can sail the 7 seas. And also, the Dawning. Does this reduce my consuming goods? What am I currently on? Closed economy, which gives me... No? Civilization? Oh. Is this Siren economy? Oh, it is economy. Damn it! I even paid to switch to partial mobilization, didn't I? I had to get out of the thingy, to get the other thingy, to get 5 research slots before swapping. Yeah, so it just switches to 25% factories. Aw, man. But I want my constructee speed. Yeah. Probably building like a couple military factories, huh? Yeah, Ares. I kind of wish you could split these. Like have 5 working here and 5 working here. Although it's an exponential curve if I get the civilian factors out of the way first. Because then instead of 10, it's 11, and then it's 12, and then it's 13, and it all goes faster. I'm going to switch to the other one since I have just free income. Because... you right? Purple. Because 8 free factories also sounds really freaking nice. Hello, boy! You a hot naval Tiperidu? I'm gonna give them my hot, propelling, cylindrical, rocket. No, sorry, torpedo, not rocket. Speed. Do any of these? That's planes. We are boat focus right now. And we are probably, it also should do the other focus, because... torpedo. So, coastal fort. Division attrition. Fish! Yeah, this is all Vortex. And we're not playing Poland. We can't get the bear. Sad. I could, however, go incredibly ahead of time in this. Is 300 days worth that? Not really. Yeah, I'm basically paying triple the cost if, you know, it would otherwise be 100. So we'll wait a little bit on that. Production cap. Task forces Kalibu as fast as their submarines and as their slowest ship, and submarines are slow tubes of shit. There was a thing that made submarines go faster. Or no, it was have more range. But I said, I can't be bothered to micromanage my fleet. But yeah, I probably should be bothered to micromanage my fleet. Huh. Every car. It's got a little turtle doohickey on the top. The river runs red. Touch. Touch. Don't touch. Bad Tourette's. Don't touch. This time, it's personal. Die harder. Ariaga was still visibly coping and seething and mauling with anger when Arya and Sonata rushed into the throne room. Having been urgently called there, what is it? Sonata asked, beating her fellow sire to the punch. They're still alive! Who? The pillars! Ah! Wasn't this 1,000 years ago? No, they're not. They've just had the power of magic passed on and friendship to the new generation. Which immediately shifted from the standard boredom to a rage similar to that of Ariago. That's not her name. It's Adagio. It's music. It's the squiggly. Well, Sonata gave a shriek and tried hiding under a nearby table. They're not here, are they? She asked. I don't want to be banished again. Not so soon after we got out. What if you just went, we've changed our minds and we can be friends now. All we needed was the power of friendship. Ha 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 ha. And then knives, lots of knives, several of them, like 17 of them. And then they go, at 2 fishes. His agents were enough to shake Arya out of her anger, making the purple silent roll her eyes. Of course they aren't here, Sonata. We'd have noticed them by now if they were. Turned her attention back to Asiago. But you can't just let them get away with what they did, neither. Asiago got a rare moment of agreement, nodded. How do you people function if you all, like, disagree with each other? You can't, I don't know where they're hiding after all this time, but they have to pay for our banishment. We're gonna eventually learn. You're not 1,000 years old. You are a fucking child. Are they kids? They're like teenagers, I think. I don't know. No, they're not. They have jobs and have to pay taxes and a mortgage. And Pinkie Pie is getting fucked by Weird Al's Pony Sona, which is legitimately a canon thing. Yes, Weird Al Yankovic. What? Brain. I tracked one of the pillars of magic, the others seem to be in Equestria. Although I've not found Starswell yet, it's because she's dead. I don't care what it takes, we'll have her revenge, and nothing can stop us. We'll do it together! Together! This is the only time they agreed on this. I guess, yeah. Vengeance. I know I hate you. I hate you. You hate me. Get together and eat chalk. I will play that in like 3 months when people won't go, I watch you play Noodle Alert, but spoilers. Lying on a table with a semi-serious suspicion. Rare side for the normally bubbly siren. Get it, Bubbles? Because underwater. Oh, fuck. Opinion of the Solar Empire. There it is. Ancient enemies. Crystal Empire. Not as ancient enemies. Mergypt, weirdly enough. This time, it's personal. Rah. Oh no! If Katwe is in power... If Mergypt loses, it's gonna be fucking Anka on the throne. Oh no. We have to see that. Hobo did finally find it, and yes, there is no custom focus tree or whatever. So no, there will not be a short stack sex cat campaign. At least until there is either a mod or an update that gives her stuff. Death. Can't believe the developers would slight me personally by not making the funny sex cat meme and have a unique focus tree. Although according to the developer that I have on Discord, we're friends. It's nice. There's a faction in this game that has legitimate, like, no shit you, sex magic as one of their things. Now, that might have been a joke, and he might be referring to, like, the pony racial that gives you population gain. But deep down, I know that's not the case. Somewhere. Somewhere. Or he'll see this and go, oh, yeah, no, it was, I was just making fun. And I'll go, oh, thank God, I didn't want to see that. Oh, definitely not. A whole new world. A new fantastic place to enslave. Change! Are we gonna turn into birds? We might. We could find that pearl, and then become the two-headed funny bird. It was quite obvious to Arya that the world was full of it, even the mind of keeping in mind that the fact she was on an entire new continent now, barely anything was recognizable. It was once mere villages, were now massive cities. It took 2 weeks to create... What took 2 weeks to create... What? Now it took hours, and magic, Asiago would never admit, but Arya could see the writing on the wall. Their magic was no longer undefeatable. And it wasn't just that old fool star swirl that proved that over a millennia ago. The weapons that the creatures now possessed were dangerous and needed to be treated equally carefully. They've got tubes that go and then it hurts. There you are, Arya. The purple siren secretly rolled her eyes as the leader of the trio swam over. Oh, right, we're underwater. We're like over here, but like down here. Wow. Should we be having naval exercises, like, above our city? Just gonna see, like, metal shells fall down to the ocean floor. And then we recycle them! It's a great system! A perfect system! Don't tell me you've been in Equestria with Sonata. Of course not, Asiago. I'm getting this place ready for war. I love war. Let me look at you there for a second. Head, excuse me? What are you talking about? Turning, the purple siren kept level, downright bored disposition as she spoke. We need an army, Hidalgo. We can't just go around and sing the entire world. We're going to get banished again, or worse. There's worse? I guess killed. But then they wouldn't have to suffer the indignity and the boredom of being in the Marinara Trench. So there's new rules, new weapons, and we need them if we're going after our birthright or whatever. They go spend for before occurring. Fine. Just be ready to play your part when the time comes. I need to go find Sonata again to make sure she isn't blowing something up. Death, 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 death. Oh. Institutionalized. That's not good. Actually, it'll probably be fine. For the PP that I lose, hopefully I don't have to pay PP to do the magic stuff. And I can just be like, these cost you, it's shiny. Then I'll be like, I have 3. 1, 2, 1. 1 magic drift. 2. 2 magic drift. Where my free magic drift, loser? I paid 10 stability for that. Is it only when the one's in charge? No, because this one's still there. Yeah, it says the effect our voices have and our song. Not just a piss pony. That time it went up by 2. You concern me, video game. I think it's... Is it 2? No, it's 1. But occasionally it goes up by 2. Maybe it's like 1.7 and I have something that is reducing it and I don't realize it. Skyward Tentacle had long led a cushy life on Mount Eris. Having been the son of a wealthy estate owner, he went to school in one of the finest institutes in the country. He had aspired to go into the scientific field. He had friends, he had money, he had everything a hippogriff could ever want. However, one day there was a commotion outside his school where there was a minority of sea ponies also attending classes there. On the land? Or are they like just dragging themselves around? A minority of sea ponies also attended class there. A recent initiative put forward by Queen Novo. Sure, if you say so. Clearly we're puppeting her, and people still think she's in charge. Empowered to promote racial equality on Mount Eris itself. They transformed the hippogriffs to take the classes themselves. Into hippogriffs to take the classes themselves. Oh, so they're not just like and across the land, or whatever noise a fish would make dragging itself around. Would often take breaks in nearby available pools during their free time, as many vastly prefer their aquatic forms. For some bizarre reason, however, there was a mob forming, barring entry to sea pony students. Ah, sweet! I love real-life parallels of racism. Yay! This is shit that actually happened. It was terrible. Today, can think of any reason there would be such a commotion. Adventure for the crowd to get a better look. Weren't they all supposed to be united after all? Something was wrong. Yeah, we've institutionalized them. And I'm supposed to be getting 1 magic from that. I don't feel very magical right about now. Funk Soul Brother. Check it out now. He must have been forgetting something. There must have been some sort of event that caused the overlook. When he finally got the position, he could see the sea pony turned hippogriff student. Something inside him clicked. He didn't know how it was or how it happened. He could see clearly now that the rain had gone. Why did these sea ponies deserve to go to the finest institute in the country? Oh. Oh. We are puppeting Queen Novo because conflict gives us magic. And this guy is suddenly overcome with rage. Oh. I get it. Oh. All they do is flop around in the day and sunbathe. Well, the hypocrites do all the work. It wasn't fair to have them come here. Where some hypocrites even struggle to live out their lives. It takes and take places meant for them. Though righteous anchor, skyward, tenderquill join the mob. Certain that his school would be a better place if these no good lazy fish went back to their sea. If they wanted an education, they could just stay in Equestria where they belong. His former friendships with some of them no longer matter. The only thing left to his mind is righteous anger towards the creatures he once called classmates. Yeah, that sudden shift is him being possessed. Oh, it's terrible. Give me my magic, damn it! Mod developers, there's a bug. Maybe this did go up by 2 one time. I might just literally be right and I'm getting like 1.75. Tyrant economy. Can I not? My current economy law is better, I think. Although it does unlock decisions to modify our consumer goods. I'm sure one of those is -1 for free factories. Gimme. Am I training people? I forgot to do that the entire time I was sitting here doing cult stuff. Yes, I am. And soon we will be ready. And soon we will not station them over here because I'm already having supply problems. Hi. You're a house. King Zamni. Wait, do you have a focus tree? No, but King Zamni. Wow. C for cranberries. Oh! Abyssinia might be dead. Yeah, I don't think AI Abyssinia wins against Wing Barty. Unless they built up a lot more than I did. Nope! Oh god. And I suppose someone else wants to declare out Legalini there. Ah. Anka is only there as the puppet leader, but there's nothing that tells you to puppet the land. You have to do it manually. So she's basically an Easter egg. Ah. But the funny. Get it? The punchline is pornography. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, 50. Actually, I want to save that to see what if this costs PP or just MP. Fat. Wait, really? What happened? Why suddenly military factory? Was they building a military factory over here? Or do we already build everything? Oh! Wasn't it 6 before? What the fuck? Where did I set? Where did I suddenly get 9 civvy factories from? Oh, the from occupation is my underwater stuff. Probably. That's just how it's classed. Yes. Where did I suddenly get... Like, I not... cooperating anybody. Does this cost me civilian factories? No. Oh, it gives me magic drift, though. Oh, that's bad. That might imply that the other thing also costs PP and MP. Yeah, what the hell happened? There wasn't any damage ones. I just randomly got shot out 9 factories. This was 10 before. And a military one, apparently. Okay. Sure, more tanks. I know it's a default basic bitch tank, but it's something. What if there is time for games? Tank games. Reindeer games! Is there time for reindeer games? Ultra nationalist. No, there is no games. Are you guys fighting someone? Oh, right. Sombra bad. Correct. Severi Republic? Oh, our country. Because, oh yeah, they're a puppet. I wonder what the Celestial Resistance is going to do. Because there is a chance where they simply go, yeah, whatever, it's still the horse that raises the sun, what about it? Or there's a chance that they go, oh, I don't like that sun. It's been, like, there hasn't been nighttime for ages. I haven't slept in 37 hours. Help. Help. Help! I do, however, want 8 factories. Seas. Quote unquote. In reality, there's no distinction between what is owned privately and what belongs to us. The Hypocrites already listen to our every command, after all. It's only a matter of making it official and telling them to do what we want them to do. I didn't read the other ones. Voices of Sirens vary being the core of who they are and what they do. The talent proved blah, 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 management remains so to this day. My leg itches. There's nobody reason for our inherent right to rule the world with all these pathetic creatures on it. Is there no better reason? I sing good, therefore I should rule the world. Yeah, that sounds about right. Rock stars tend to be massive fucking narcissists, or the nicest person you've ever known. It's like voice actors. I have a friend who goes to a lot of conventions, and it's basically everybody he meets is either the biggest bro ever, and Dan Green is the king of biggest, bestest bros, or they're completely up their ass and sniffing their own farts, like, massively, like the fucking, bitch what voiced the Twi'lek cunt from the Star Wars anime that everybody's horny for. Apparently she's a huge douche. Not according to him. Like, I've seen that from other sources. But he also didn't agree. Or didn't disagree. Really get what they deserve. A taste of our beautiful tongue. 3! I think I read that one last time. Magic is powerful. It's clear the magic is not the only weapon in this world. Heroes and monsters do not win battles. Armies and weapons do. I mean, you can have an army of monsters. Are we the monsters? I think I'm going to realize it, but we are these things. We want to survive the air. Now the first step is making sure our future soldiers aren't too busy fighting themselves instead of our enemies. This realization has changed this world to be, Jesus Christ, I need itch cream. Why? Why now? Oh, yeah. We are fortunate enough to be the head of the rest of the world in many ways. Oh, yeah, I have, like, routinely going, damn it, I'm ahead of time on this, and I don't want to be. I want to pay the extra stuff. What should I do? Probably the vision for our plans. Some change to be made there. Okay. That can't be comfortable, cat. So I have a like basket tipped on its side with some plastic shopping bags in it that she has taken as her home. She is currently like probably has her spine at a 90-degree angle crammed up against the back of it, passed the fuck out. That seems like a great way to get a neck ache. Then again, cats don't feel pain. At least from their sleeping arrangements, specifically. They are immune to, ow, my necky hurts from sleeping, ew. Oh, is that permanent? Ooh, oh, okay, yeah, it's permanent -1 magic drift. Okay, there, I got it, finally. But also 10% permanent less consumer goods. It also cost me 50. Did my economy law change? No, like before this? Did you like go back to... Or up to... Where did I suddenly get 9 factories from? Yeah, this was 25 before. I'm so confused. Maybe I wasn't getting my factories in... Equestria? That'll only be 6. Yeah, I went from 10 to fucking 19. Which is weird, because I needed 26 to do a focus before I changed to Sirenalia. Huh? Yeah, nobody's buying anything from me. Oh my god! Maybe I was buying stuff from someone else? Oh, was that it? Yeah, that was it. I was buying shit from Equestria. And I'm guessing they cut that off. That makes sense. There we go. I'm still up 4 factories, though. Or probably 2 or 3, because I built some. I'm fine. I have lots magic, correct? Oh yeah, we're good. 2 additional factories. I have a lot of equipment and manpower. Do I want to send volunteers over here? Do you like me? Yes. Do you like me? Yes. Tobuk's actually winning. Oh, probably because Terra lost a bunch of their shit trying to protect the moon ass. Do I help them? Purely to keep them embroiled in conflict and wasting their resources. I can send my one probably absolute dog shit tank brigade. What's in this? Oh god. I mean, they're still tanks. I'm gonna do that. Oh, but that'll cost me tanks. I'm also not using light tanks. Am I not producing any anti-tank? Not nearly enough. I have a bunch of gun stockpiled. Let's cram-a-llama that. I have a surplus of tanks. Yes, I have 800 light tanks. I'm not using light tanks. I'm going to go into heavy tanks, so it doesn't really super matter if I go get my tank commander some XP, and then... Yeah. Yeah! Dedicated engine. Keep these guys hopefully stuck in a stalemate so that they'll be wasting each other's resources. So I actually have quite a good setup here. Let the Carthaginian Republic split into 3, and they don't appear to be exactly fond of each other. At least they're not allied or guaranteeing. Zumidia and Warzina I can just scoop up. Kyartera and Tobuk are pretty much the biggest threats. Ranchia seems to be doing shit. And eventually Merjith. But if I can keep them embroiled... Cats can't catch a break! Wing Barty also might be, a big threat. Oops. Please don't try to take my island. Don't do it. Stop. Bad. Hello, you appear to be losing! Ah, loser. Wingbarty does definitely try to take my island. If you ask nicely for it, you can have it. Please don't attack me. In an all-out war. Uh-oh. Is this? Uh-oh. Alright, probably call the anti-siren resistance, anti-siren resistance, anti-siren resistance. Oh, joy! Sada becomes the leader of the Communist Party as a nuclear revolutionary, and Princess Skystar leads the harmonics. Ah, yes! Civil strife. In a nondescript building somewhere in Hippogriphia, 3 figures sat around a table. The first was Crack Lightning, the nationalist firebrand of the era's First Party. Second was Posada, the charismatic leader of the Revolutionary Workers' Party. Last leader was Princess Skystar, Queen's Novo, daughter and heir apparent. Crack was first to speak. His name is Crack, like the cocaine. Ho ho lol. Drugs. Yay. There's a lot of drugs in this mod, which is weird, because it's ponies. Huh. Well, maybe Princess I received your invitation to discuss our resistance networks. I was open to the idea, but if I had known that unreliable, nutty communist was gonna be here, I would have stayed home. Sada immediately shot back as if I'm happy to see you, you unabashed racist. Ah, come on, you gotta get better material than that. You gotta throw on like 2 more adjectives and make it all fancy and flowery. Such a reactionary. I'm surprised you can't even lead you could even lead a resistance. To continue to trade insults, Skytar's face contorted with frustration. Eventually, her patience wore out. And she yelled as loud as she could, "Stop it! You have to stop. Can't you see this is exactly what the sirens want?" My brain doesn't want to read aloud today. Taking our friends or relatives even, she choked upon the words, "Even my mother," and here you are wasting time with stupid arguments. Posada and Crack were stunned into silence. Posada's gonna be on Crack soon, when I kill all of her things she knows and loves. Guys, I continued calmly now. I managed to send a messenger to find the elements of harmony, but I need help keeping the resistance alive until they arrive. Oh, nope. Are they ever going to? Maternal guidance. Mom knows what's best for her children, and will follow without question. That's not, yeah, harmonic resistance. Oh, yeah. Gonna have another civil war. The unthinkable has happened. Is this is over? Yeah, isn't that over? Or is it only still there because these guys exist and are duking it out? Yeah, but this one's still 8 of the night dudes. I was gonna call I imagine send a message out to find harmony. I already read that. Both guys sat still, considering what the princess had said. A moment later, Posada looks up. "Hey, Crack, remember the first time we met and how we talked for hours about the battle with the Storm King?" "Of course I remember. I think you're going. It's time to save Hippogriphia once again." "Yes, but this time, let's do it together." Can I lose? That'd be interesting if there's, like, unique paths for the Sirens taking over and then one of these guys taking over. And I said it wasn't going to be a problem because they're at 0. You guys are not at 0. Whoops. One. I know, because I already filled it. 4. Only 1 plane a week? Gotta pump up those numbers, Hamstray. Oh! I just have to keep my resist or my magic above thingy. Do I not need Sonata in here? Figured that was entirely her tree. No. The Shattered Crown. End of the line. Oh, I have a lot to do before I start yoinking. You're a lot more dragony than you looked at other times. Kitty! The question of main delusion, cat. There's nothing we can do. The fish is taking over my brain. It hurt. Yeah. Oh, that looks neat. Snake. Brain. Isn't that the entertainment complex from Stellaris? Oh, I read that as the legacy of zombies, and I wanted that. Blue. Wow. What is music? Six infantry divisions. Closed economy. Don't I already have closed economy? Yes. Well, I don't have the PP to pivot back, but I can do this one. But I don't really care about these. These infantry divisions. Angus Gamer, human population 2.5. Human population 2.5. Okay, what else it do? Training time, minimum training level, special for and pay 2 world wars. I need more magic. I'm assuming this side gets me more magic. Possibly. But don't come back. Oh, do I have any tank techs I can take? Light and medium. I think I'm gonna just go whole ass into heavies. That sounds funny. We are the Haha Noom plane faction and boats. You know, things that float and fly. Let's make the thing that sinks hard. All right. Hello. Goodbye. Submarine. Being honest, Asiago was annoyed. She'd been looking forward to taking her revenge. She enacted her plans to start a great and rightful conquest she imagined across this pitiful world. And then this says it has to happen. A few free hypocrites remaining, all in their audacity, were actively choosing to fight back, sending back those conquests by who knows how long. A long-ass time, apparently. Here's her proving more resilient than we thought. She told her partners who had gathered once again in the spare room of the palace. Not the throne room? Then rid of a return. We expected more magic just to keep the rest in line. Had to expend more magic to keep the rest in line. We have StockX, but this thorn needs to be removed. It's obvious, Ajago. Arya repelled over border of Rotone. They're led by the former Princess Skystar along with 2 nobodies. They've gotten smarter and started to use earplugs so our magic doesn't affect them anymore. So we don't just do what we always do, so to ask, like, break up friendships all the time. It's how we get people to do what we want. Won't it be easier if they're fighting each other instead of us? Ooh, yes. You're gonna see your rolls right. So now that's actually an idea. Maybe you're not always the worst. Really? Hey, wait a minute. Put them off before you can start again, and then settle. We'll put the pressure on them until they finally crack. I hope both of you remember what to do. Kill! Yay, decisions. I like those.
Lies and deception.
Fear and doubt. I like how this isolates the entire faction, and this isolates just the one lady. Non-existent. Do I have resistance? Oh god, -3 magic. You know, I didn't see that. It's only 50 days. It'll be fine. You just gotta put what's her face back on there so I get her sweet 1 PP. Or MP. 8 factories. Mayhaps. Yeah, resistance unity is non-existence. I am assuming. This will reduce the amount of MP I have to put out into the world, and sad. Torpedoes. I do have torpedo buffs. Somewhere.
Tank.
Speaking of tank, what are you doing? Stop that. Tank? Oh shit, they're actually helping.
Lies and deception.
Those are the wrong people, but sure, Aqualia being weaker couldn't hurt. Fuel gain. Resources will be good. I can trade less when my cities away. Fear and doubt. How do I make her all sad and so she thinks that there is nothing she can do? Crimes of the communist. Oh, I don't like spending my PP. Magic. Although I don't want to hinder them too much, do I?
Your team is getting bigger.
Yeah, but encirclement funny. How about you give Jeff Bezos money? I don't think we can be friends anymore. But thank you for the sub. Ooh, look, division. Oh, a division. Great, cool. Just one. Okay, and then I have to do a bunch of those. So until then, I spent my PP and can't switch back to the magic bitch. Fuck. Any more industry I can do? 300. Oh, I lost my 100% bonus. Of the Midwest. Found anything vaguely technological? You have to. I feel that. Or I would. Like, I can't go anywhere, but I'm also far too poor to be able to afford delivery. So. There we go. Yeah, it's continue to grind against each other. No, don't push them out. That's the bad thing. No. You're supposed to keep fighting each other. I am manipulating you. Oh, God! Electronics, you say? Ever since the Sirens have taken over Great Safe Bridge, the outside country had slowed to a small trickle, with very few willing to risk their lives entering the country, and the difficulty of getting out without being caught by those under the Siren spell. They haven't shaped for Griffin's Sea Pony, who knew next to nothing about the actions of the country around them. Huh? Even using your eyes and combining in a spell, the average hippogriff and sea pony now knew next to nothing. I missed an entire word and it eats me. If it's around them, the world could burn to ash and they would be none the wiser, except we won't burn because we're on an island surrounded by water, so fire doesn't get over here. Haha. Checkmate. If something changed, it was exactly hard to tell or how, but it did. Newspapers, once almost irrelevant by the takeover, now printed news stories of foreign nations falling to communism, of monarchs being beheaded by revolutionaries, of famines and chaos in the places that the red banner flew. Posters were put up with these threats communism posed worldwide, and what terrors it would unleash if it was brought here. Word of mouth slowly spread of family members overseas being killed by revolutionaries for being reactionaries, or worse. Killed by them, or being worse than reactionaries? Oh no, it's the Fine Brothers. Ah. God, that's an old thing. Fuck, by now, Jesus. I remember when that was new and everybody was going, haha, they're assholes. And they destroyed their entire brand in their greed and their hubris. Resistance, of course, was not fooled. They did not turn on their allies immediately, knowing that the Sirens were just attempting to distract, and that they still pose a larger threat to heirs, but propaganda is effective in ways and more than just that meets the eye. And Poseidon's supporters too found it hard to coordinate with their allies, always being looked upon with the smallest hint of suspicion. Please give me back my magic drift and pee-pee. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, the others are advisors. Cute. Put myself on there. I have an extra slot. Hey, it hurts me. Background. The effects of the side magic are incredibly potent, requiring only seconds of sound to reach the auditory methods of a creature before it falls into the curve of complete control. However, this is severely limited by the fact that sound has to be sung by the siren personally. And so, through the demands of Adiago's Dazzle, an experiment was created, which in the song was attempted to be recreated using artificial and electronic means. Methods. The unenthralled hippogriff was placed in a secure soundproof room monitored by scientific staff who proceeded to place multiple methods of remote audio playback within the room, including speakers, a music player, a radio, and other such devices. Full list included in Appendix A. You're not going to get my appendix to look at it. Fuck off. As long as played through the electronic device and the effect on the hippogriffs was closely studied. The result, we have definitely concluded there's no alternative methods exist to enthrall other creatures using the song. Every experiment had to do so failed, despite our best efforts, with all evidence points that the sirens having to be present and using their own natural voice to sing and magic for the intended effect to take place. The experiment, in all purposes, was a complete failure. And the idea is being scrapped on the demands of Aria Blaze to pursue further studies in magic crystals. Instead, she'll be of more promise in the fields of the study. Ah, yeah, we can make them go and it'll sound vibration. Crystal go ring and pony brain go. Maybe don't throw other creatures in ways that direct like a siren. You have to use let other methods. I told you so. Shit, I may have just shifted the tides of war by getting like 12 dudes and cycled over there. It's okay. Fuck. It'll be incredibly hard for them to get through this one gap, right? And they'll have to grind on each other for days and hours. Meanwhile, I'm gonna sit here and soak up your precious, precious supply while refusing to help. Ha 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 ha! Ah ha 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 ha! Oh. Oh no. Hi, Phantom. I might be fucked. Problem. That's going down very fast. Problem. I need PP to do anything. Can I cancel this? You lose 12 days of progress. I think I need to do that just to stash previous power in order to... Yeah, do shit like... That's only 35 days. We'll lose 30 magic. I don't think I have that much. I have 54 days to live. I should not. Where's the one that reduces my civilian factories again? -4? This is fine. 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 I'm fine. You're fine. We're fine. They're stronger together. I am dying. Yeah, I don't think I can get 50 again. Yup. Oops. Well, sucks to be me. We did not spend 1 magic a month knowing that I'm hemorrhaging 3. Oops. Yay. Okay, take 2. We got this. It'll take like 10 minutes to get back up to where I was. I don't have to read everything. They seek strength in numbers. Maybe something weird will happen then that'll be different. Oh, hey. Wait. Wait. We can do this a little bit more. A little bit sooner. Like, haha, we're here to help. But in reality, we're just going to keep them at this bottleneck. And never further. So that they continue to waste resources. Magic. They waited to possess Kerf's event for days, but it not finishing because they've been plugged in would also explain why I keep getting unable to pause almost every night. Why would you abuse your catboy sons like this to the point that they want to hate you and try to sabotage you and assassinate you every single night? How would you do this, Phantom? Why would you do this to our boys? There we go. This will cost me a little bit in them attacking me, but... sometimes they might attack over here. Or at least they'll lose more than I will. All according to Keikaku. Oh god, this gives me daily magic drift for having it. Ugh. Magic. Our time will come. Spoon. Okay, what did I do next? I think I did the web. Or did I immediately switch over to the masters? I kind of want to do these first, just in case they give me extra magic. That might be what that side of the tree is, because what's her leadership face gives magic. And the first event there gave magic. See, they can keep the ponies in line instead of me. And that saves me resources. Yep. I think I still physically see the Thagger. I already read this one. It's personal. And then I get a shitload of factories because they cut off my trade. And after realizing this... Here we go. Kaboom! Loot. Megatron. Phantom, are you okay? Are you hallucinating? Blink twice if you need help. Propagander. The constant. We only member in our group. Well, there answered. I looked up with surprise. A fourth? We all know there aren't any others left. Iago, what do you mean another member? Oh yeah, it's a bit curious to see. Curiosity seep we do a normally flat toad. Adiago rolled her eyes. I wasn't thinking about another siren. Doing everything ourselves is wasting our time and our voices. We need someone to do the dirty work for us. To manage our affairs, we'll look at the bigger picture. Thought I pricked up a bit as her expression quickly deflated. But like, everyone here hates us. Who would want to help with us that we got our spell? So now has a point for once. Hey, hey. The two devolved into yet another argument. Adiago looked at the window of the palace. She saw the Mount Air spread before her. City of Mount Air spread before her. Clueless had progressed walking and arguing in the streets, and further away, the factories continued to work while the housing where the elite still lived. Adiago smirked. Perhaps it was time the world wasn't so different as it once after all. Ooh. 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 Yes! Stability's good. Stability is additional pip. And also, faction support. Plumage Moonfeather had faced many things in life: rival business grifts, workers, profit margins, and even the former Hippogrifian government. Was this the rich asshole from the previous novel of before the sirens ate everybody? Yeah, they get a positive prayer for the situation we found ourselves in now. You want me to do what now? He asked, with a slight tinge of fear creeping as the three sirens stared him down. I feel like he should be both relieved that they probably have decent intentions for him if they're not just dominating his ass. I mean, he doesn't know. But they're just take a step back, showing weakness was never a good thing. It's quite simple, this siren in yellow. I don't think she's in yellow, she just is yellow. When a hippogriff who could run part of this island and our steadily focus on other things. We believe that you can be that hippogriff. The gears in Moonfeather's mind began to turn, and he realized it. This wasn't a meeting for threats or violence, or even being forced into compliance. This was something much better. It was a business opportunity. And I get to have full control of other areas so you work for yourselves? That was the words. And I get to have full control over areas just for working for you? He asked, putting a suave business look he was known for. You'll be able to do whatever you want so long as it benefits us and keeps this place stable. Grease the gears, so to speak, but let me make something clear. Within seconds, the siren was a muzzle to beak against Moonfeather, staring daggers. You listen to us and you follow our orders, whatever we say them. If you fail, we will not hesitate to throw you out and let the crowds deal with you instead. Is that true? Clear as crystal. 0.1% more political power. Wow, my cup, it runneth over. Wow. Wow. Did the Empire die? Oh. Y'all are, having a wee bit of a time, ain't you? Oh, look at him putting on the Hellquill fashion trend. Oh, the Arcanate's over here before they yoink Grufenheim. This man still needs a nap and a shower. I swear to God, this is supposed to be M. Bison. La Ginta. That's the Lord Protector. I was looking at that before. I'm assuming the child is dead by the fact that there's no child stability buff there. Dishonored. Install. Excellent. I mean, no recorded activity. I played that game like 3 fucking times. It's very good. Ow. Oh, I didn't do that yet. Shit. I mean, I did that. All it did was give me negative stability, and fucking... It didn't even give me the +1 I was promised. Where's my +1? Magic Drift, +1. Magic Drift, +1. Where? Does it take magic to do this? No magic. Is that why? No, that's 36 days left. Probably half of it. So, yeah, I am... I probably had something over here going on, and I didn't notice that that gave me a -1. Ooh, I kind of want that... we'll swap to... Who the fuck are you? Aria, and knock that off. Next. I want to see what this one does. Good job, doggies. What good doggies? What good doggies? What good doggies? I really wish you could, like, have these still show over here. So I didn't have to click the tier every time. Ooh. Infantry. Missing equipment. Light tank. That's fine. I don't need light tanks. Am I out of light tanks? No, I have 700. Supply. It's not giving me my supply back. Light tank. Engineering equipment, truck support equipment. I should have those. I have them in reserve. The web of my song! Please give me magic. Ability, war support, max factories. That's okay. Weekly war support. Oh, Jesus, 1%. I just don't take that, basically. Vision depends on core territory. When a game speeches and ceremonies, none of the 3 sides had much experience leading such events. Boop. You. Seeing in concerts guests, they were all unmatched in the world, but there would be no politics or military leaders. Such trivial thing. There were no They being the sirens. Okay. Not they, not there. So these are those who did not have the magic of sirens music. In a particular case, though, Adiago insisted that some sort of grand event be for the culmination of all this hard work the 3 had put together over the past months. So, deep in the royal palace, in a circular room decorated specifically for the occasion, the 3 floated amongst those chose to receive the gift. It was less than what Aridaga would have preferred. The hypocrites who stood before them in a line, blankly enthralled, only numbered in the low 10s, easily countable by a child. But not on one hand, because they're fish. They don't have fingers. Until they are turned into fish fingers. They're the best at silent offer. Former leaders, organizers, people with power. They would serve their new role even if they need to if the need arose, they could if the need arose, more could always be made. Means read good. Unless Hippogriff entered the room, and Ozzy assigned a command in claw, he held simple necklaces! One for each of the creatures. Lying hanging at the bottom was a blood-red gem, identical in color to the ones inlaid with the sirens themselves. These, however, were nowhere near the size, only appearing as mere slivers of crystals. They'd taken 3 considerable efforts to create these artifacts. The magical crystals mined beneath Mount Eris had the potential, but the methods used to turn them into the siren gems were still tiring. Still, they were not deterred. Even Sonata, who had actually shown some surprising talent in the process, despite failing with explosive results the first 7 times. You gotta spend crystal to make crystal. Hey, you have a chosen gift with a fragment of our power to bind lesser creatures under our spell. Do not waste it. Oh, this is a follow-up to how we get more possessions without having to, you know, be there in the flesh. In this world of not myth and magic, but industry and smog. Seeing as your new person is like a reflection of your new glory. We're gonna, like, kidnap popular musicians and give them the spooky gems, aren't we? I feel like that's a Scooby-Doo episode. Gotta be. Okay. Hi. No, you don't. Yes, grind against each other. Kill yourselves! Ha 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 ha! No, wait, not like that. Anti-tank. Beep 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 beep. My brain hurts. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna do this early this time instead of popping the 100% on something else accidentally. Just in case. Hey! You know what? Feel free to stay there. As long as they don't get out of there, they're gonna try and retake this constantly. Meaning they will fail. Probably reinforce up there, even though it's low supply, so they don't. Surprise, surprise, take it. Can I use Air XP on some of these? Lightning! Holy crap, that's a lot of industries. Let's do... well, the fuel are probably for the heavy airplanes. Ugh. No. Stupid split theaters. Oh, we're down on support equipment? There we go. Yeah, not have to worry about the split thing anymore. Games! Downloads! That was the worst one yet. Magic. Yeah, there we go. Ow. Ow! How do I fix that? I need to unlock the things to deal with the economy, which I'm doing, and then I could switch back to Adagio. A dog? Ooh. Oh, hey, they actually went to war this time. That didn't happen before. Unless it's later. Equus is no longer a peaceful continent. Wow. Look at the Bronze Hill focus tree, just cuz. Is this Death Cult? Death Cult. Death Cult. The catastrophe! Lessen societal collapse. The country is on fire! That's not Death Cult. I'm assuming because the supremacist guy took over. Or they're not actually a death cult and they're just sad. Ching. The right side is because the child is dead. Yeah, but it's not very culty. And death. I'm sorry, can I get helicopters this early? Oh, they pushed him back out of what's it called? Oh. Whoops, I forgot about the whole guns thing. You know, the most major research in the entire game. Is it entirely, like, possible to just ignore infantry equipment and go purely nothing but tanks? When you give me magic. Jet speed. Magic. This will cost 40 magic, but it gives me 8 factories, but I can do this, which cripples me a little bit, but will offset that -1 magic. Okay. Try and make a bullshit division to find out. Says the fact that the occupants need guns. Ow. Hey, but what if they just have, like, baby guns? It's very intimidating when they shoot the frickin' flintlock and all the smoke comes out. It made people go, "Oh, I don't want to get the black lung by inhaling that. Mercy." Mm. See, very effective. That's bad. Why not? What happened to Changeling Alenia? Are you dead? No. Why not? Well, sucks to be you. Hi, Wing Barty. We can be friends, right? The best of. Definitely. Oh yeah, I'm probably making those tanks now that I have 8 more factories. What takes chromium so much? Oh. Boat. Yes. That would do it. Okay, I fixed my magic problem this time. No, there's my other factories. Cool. Now we deal with the resistance. Rude, sir. Oh, the BBs are so beepity. Time to get our hoofs dirty. Do we have hooves? We are fish. This will be our defense army. Blue like the water. Alright, do I want to do any of these? Daily political power gain's pretty damn nice, although I don't have a magic income currently. But I can pay PP for that. How much would that effectively be? For 70 days. That gives me 17. Wow. Wow. So for 40 magic, I can get 17 political power. But for 50 political power, I can get 35 magic. Wow, that's absolutely in no way worth it at all in any way, shape, or form. Oh, jeez. Don't look at it. It's terrible. Ugh. We'll just keep gaslighting girl boss them to get my shit back. Yeah, I do have to deal with them, like, reasonably reliably, because they do occasionally increase their power, it looked like before. Before I went, ah, fuck, I shouldn't have done that -1 thing or not noticed that it's killing my magic. Whoops. Or maybe I just let the Civil War go and beat the ass. And then, ding dong, win. Assuming I can't even do that. I have quite a bit of army. Okay. I think I swap back to what's-her-face now. Because she'll give me a magic income that I can then very slowly use for this. Ooh! Aw, damn it, I should have gotten that first. A Frigor that gives me 4 factories. I'm the communist. That's the last thing I read. And now it's new stuff. Oh boy. How's it going down here? Still wearing yourselves out? Oh, what good little slaves. I mean allies. Potentially in the future. Wink, wink. You... Where Xena likes me? Accepted friendship. Hey, King Brown, you should come visit the palace of Sirenalia, or I mean Eris, and listen to our new court minstrels. Grand Empire of Zibolzia. Wink, wink. Circle. Pain. Any of these can I do that only cost magic? Because I do have a magic income. Release Raftwood. I may be able to escape our grasp for now. The same could not be said of his former partner, a sea pony by the name of Raftwood. Currently he's being held as one of our high priority targets down in Equestria. It would be a real shame if we were able to break free and made his way back to the little resistance in Eris. Oh. I do have a magic income, so doing this might be okay now. You go, hey guys, it's not so bad down there, and immediately take a bullet to the brain pan. What am I running a deficit on? Anti-tank. Yeah. I mean, not that much. Need deploy too. Yeah, see? Scarlet Banner had always dreamed the revolution. She longed for a change. She's like basically named for it. This is destiny. She longed for the hands to fight against oppressors. When the sirens rose from the abyss to put many of her comrades under their spell, she joined the resistance immediately. Now, standing between two Era's first members, she was beginning to have second thoughts. At the center of the room, a little Griffin who interested himself as Silverwing explained the plan. This operation will be the biggest we've ever pulled. A raid on the barracks near Mount Eris. Security will be tight, but we've memorized the guards' rotations, so we shouldn't have any trouble. Let's know the sirens where they're not safe. Let's show the sirens they're not safe anywhere. We're not in Mount Eris. We're like down here somewhere. They're playing. Oh. Keep an eye on you, you fascist pig! People need to get new material. Pig. Fascist. Like, throw on some more adjectives. Like nimbly, wimbly, fruishly, prugly. Goofy communism. Best communism. There was this fight reached the barracks. The flame fell upon all immediately. A siren was singing nearby, and though they had earplugs of protection, the sound of vibration shook them to the core. Guard managed to raise the alarm. They had no choice but to fight their way out. Scarlet found herself pinned down near the exit where her gun jammed, and she knew her time had come. A guard approached, rifle in claw, or fin, and she was tackled to the ground by Silverwing. And was tackled by the guy with Silverwing. Scarlet's hope returned for a brief moment, but it was quickly dashed as the guard pulled out one of Silverwing's earplugs. So we managed to gawk the guard out, and Scarlet flinched as he came closer. Instead of attacking, he grabbed her claw and led her away to safety. Thanks to the maid, Scarlet found the Silverwing getting his wounds better. I'm sorry for what I said earlier. It's okay, he sighed. I am too. He's a plant. He's our inside man. You're notified by your side again, but first, could you explain how you managed to stay without falling on the siren spell? Oh, that! I just have right about now Defunct Soul Brother on loop inside my own head. I was Gunner's Main the Storm Kings, where I haven't been able to hear out of my left ear in years. Ah, shoot. Right about now, Defunct Soul Brother. That's okay. We'll fix this eventually. Right? Or have enough troops that the Civil War won't matter. Or the Civil War will take half of my troops, which will suck. Storm clouds gather over Zebrica, and they will do absolutely nothing because they don't have a focus tree until the next update. Which means eventually we return to Monkey. The escape. Rathbone swam between the underwater coral and seaweed beneath to Equestria, desperately trying to put as much ocean as he could between him and himself. Between it and himself. For months now, he had been held prisoner by the Sirens, unable to return to Eris after being completely caught by surprise during their coup. He never got all hope of being able to see the light of day again until tonight. He had woken up to find his cell door left open, a single note floating in the water. Get to Eris and find us. The Resistance needs you. Princess Skystar. He didn't know that the princess had done it, but he wasn't going to question it. Skystar was right. He needed to get back to the mainland. If there were mounting a resistance, he needed to do his patriotic duty to help. Isn't he our thrall? Oh no, he's going to lead us to them. Is that it? Figure we could just, like, possess him. Maybe we've, like, MK Ultra'd his ass, and he is possessed, but we've also, like, squinched it in the back of his psyche. And all it takes is someone going bapa booey for him to go, oh, and start killing everybody. No matter what, he just needed to be careful and made sure he didn't get caught or enthralled before he could find out wherever they were in Eris. Trying to swim over her, he never noticed the pair of eyes watching him from the darkest shadows, and the malicious grin forming right below him. Everything was going to plan. Ha 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 ha. I go to, oh, whenever I hear Baba Booey, me too. My activation code. Oops. Man. I can't make any, like, any appropriate kill JFK jokes anymore, because there's another one of them currently in government. Oh no. I'm gonna get put on yet another watch list. It'll be like my Pokemon Master Badges. I gotta be on every single government watch list there ever were. My purpose in life. Congratulations. And they'll send me a pipe bomb in the mail as a reward. Wow. What comes after? Do I have anything I'm occupying? Unless I have to garrison my own, like, core territory for some reason. Oh, shit. Hold on. Let's not do that. Let's actually sit for some PP, and then we can do stuff like this. The big funnies are now something like, would you love me if I was JFK's worm? Except for JFK's worm is dead. He'll never be the same without it. Ha 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 ha. Dutch woof. Oh fuck, what's happening? Oh god, what's happening? Oh no, please don't. Well, not a good thing. Sometimes change was imperceptible, yet it happened slowly, gradually, until sometimes you realized that things were different and that they were worse. It was impossible to tell when you had started or when it had ended. Yeah. Yeah, it does. And we can never go back. In this case, though, it was very obviously that everything had gone so wrong. The day after a prominent business Great Plumage Moonfeather had formalized his group of collaborators, the factory in Cloudy Seas he had worked at for years now, instituted new regulations that were supposed to improve efficiency of the workplace. And they did, in a way, by forcing him and all the other hippogriffs to work twice as hard and extend their shifts for hours past what they originally were. There's little doubt that the new armed guards stationed at the factory were there to dissuade any thoughts of protest against these new changes. All the other workers saw them as nothing more than thugs, hired guns, only there to suppress and take their paychecks from their rich employers. He hated them and hated his manager and hated the corporate owners, and most importantly, he hated Plumage Moonfeathers. All of them were partly to blame for his new miserable life. All of them were causing him pain and suffering. He hated his co-workers, who were clearly as except the hate, it fuels me. Clearly being as lazy as possible, just so he had to do more work to cover for them his own quotas. He could tell they hated him too. You could see the looks in their faces and the anger whenever they saw his face. Hippogriffs he once called Fred, and now saying his name like it was poison. It wasn't fair. It just wasn't fair. Sirens clearly had never meant for this to happen. They must have expected Plumage to try and manage things well, to be reasonable. After all, they were the ones who were just better by nature. And they were guardians in a way for all of heirs, but Plumage had taken their trust and used it for personal profit, if nothing else. He was greedy and immoral and downright evil. If Cloudy Seas ever saw him in person, well, he could be blamed for it until then he could only sigh. Oh no. The hatred that fuels our magic happening again? Wow. Oh, it's terrible. Oh, a penalty. God damn it! Yay! Oh, is this raftwood? Crack landed in his meeting room in a hurry. Skystar and many of the resistance leaders were already there. The center of the room was Raftwood, the founder of the heirs first. Crack grimaced. Although they had once worked together, he always considered Raft to be a rival, not a partner. Crack turned to one of his guards. What have you learned? Well, sir, I wasn't followed. He doesn't seem to be enthralled, but we can't be sure. Thank you, Kraft approached Raph, getting uncomfortably close now. Raph, would you care to explain how you managed to escape from the sirens? Raph raised an eyebrow, his expression quickly shifted to a smug grin. Certainly, Crack. After months of languishing in captivity, I was close to giving up, but in my darkest hour, he suddenly flung himself down in front of Skystar. Onto his knees, he reached up to kiss her claw. Your Royal Highness somehow opened my cell and slid me this note. And she's gonna go, no, I didn't. Gave her after short notice for the Skystar. I'm eternally grateful to you, Princess. You are noble and wise like your mother. It would be my honor to aid the resistance however I can. Skystar read the note and frowned. Raft, I'm glad I got away safely, but I didn't write this note, so I certainly didn't arrange your escape. The whole room gasped and cracked roared. He's under the siren's spell! And Raft rose to defend himself. Preposterous. I think I would know if I were enthralled. This guy was leading your political party? Really, how would you know you can't be sure you aren't? Uneasy. I don't know, but if I'm asking you to trust me. Okay, face the assembled resistance member. The Griff is clearly a siren plant meant to destroy us from the inside to save our movement. We must execute him immediately. Crack was normally very persuasive, but as he read the room, he realized the others had no intention of executing Raft. He scowled. Well, I will not have anything to do with him, or any Griff that follows him, he said, leaving in a huff. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that works. Is you release him entirely untampered, and they wondered how the fuck he got out. And it sows discontent. Ooh. Really? Still support equipment? I guess I am only making 3 a day. How about you people using down here? Abel, please, I need you to start coming out in solid groups and not trickles. Yeah. Back. Oh, I could have just unset them so I can deploy them whenever they're ready. And the game will even go, hey, shit's ready! It's very nice about that. Right, I'm saving for the killing of them. Duh. Unity of the resistance will fall. Yeah, as long as I have magic income, Titan the Grip is basically free. I don't have to get it through slacking the reins. Anything else I can do? No? You guys got this. Mommies believe in you. Keep assaulting over the canal. It's good for what ails you. Destroyers. More torpedoes! Remind me to put shitloads of torpedoes and everything. I have a bunch of torpedo buffs. The Aris Split. I think that's the last one I need to do. Wow. I can gain 40 magic and lose 10% things. I bet you if I click one of these, the other one stops being available. I was going to click one and then the other and go, wow, I can gain 10% by doing the magic. The benefactor somewhere on Mount Eris at Blunt Beak. The leader of the area's first resistance cell, he ran over the latest intelligence reports, destroying the most sensitive documents immediately. He was interrupted when the door opened and two hippogriffs entered. The first was one of his agents, the second was a child no more than 10 years old. Hey, Featherbrains, what do you think you're doing? I didn't bring a kid into my safe house. Take it easy, boss, he replied. This is my niece. Her parents got enthralled, and I'm all she's got left. You let her stay with us for a while? Blunt observed the sullen expression of the child. All right, but you better keep an eye on her. Welcome to Eris Fast, kid. Child perked at the mention of their organization change. Are you guys really Eris Fast, her uncle beamed? You bet we are. Or what's left of it, anyways, added Blunt. Tell me that I get to meet the Crack Lightning and Raft Wood? Help fight back against the Sirens? Her uncle tensed up and Blunt frowned. Listen, kid, you're lucky. You might get to meet Ace one day, but you're better off not meeting Raft. Trust me. Now, the girl looked puzzled. Her uncle anticipated the next question. When Raft would escape, Crack Lightning accused him of being Siren spy. Half of the Eris first stayed true to Ace, like us, while the other half followed Raft. Oh, okay. She paused to think, but Raft is still controlled by the Sirens? Door slammed open as another hippogriff entered. Completely breathless, he took a minute to control. The Raft's faction is gone! What do you mean they're gone? Every Eris first member of the loyal Rat is gone. The leadership is trying to figure out what happened. But they think our worst fears have come to pass. From when they went silent, both the girl and her uncle grew very afraid. But, well, kid, you got your answer. Unless the traitor does so. Was he actually enthralled, or did I actually make him, like, a sleeper agent? And somebody walked up to him in the middle of the day and went, Papa Booey, and he went, that was, I think, the last one I had to do. Yes. So, boop. How's Griffin doing? Did Bronze Cruise lose this time? Oh. Oh, last time Bronze Hill won. Oh no, they did win. It's, they actually put... Really? The Supremacist guy put Pinky in charge? I figured he would have been the prime example of nah. So very tired. You know, I just realized this costs naval XP, and that's why it's constantly popping up. Yeah, I should save some of this for research, though. Hey, baby, are you a brain parasite? Because you're always on my mind. And I get dumber every day from knowing you. Thanks. That was really a romantic asshole. Low PP! Oh, fuck. I'm not spending that much, right? Can I tell how much I've lost from this guy? Probably not much. It's one division sitting here, not even being attacked that much. It's mostly these guys attacking, which is good, because then I don't even have to lift a thingy. Mm. Seven additional under squatter building slots. The time is now. Ooh. 2 magic drift. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that's free political power if I keep doing this over and over again because I have so much magic. Yeah, even with +1, I'm dealing goodies. What are we deficiting now? Still support! And guns, but that's because I flopped the guns. I should have waited to flip the guns until I had that. Now 100 days wouldn't have been worth it. Twink. Can I do larger airframes? Basic, basic, basic. Is the best I have. Currently doing larger airframes. I can research the next air tech though. Think. Fast. You know, I would figure I would have to like sacrifice a bunch of shit because they'd be constantly attacking my tank thing. No, they're just oops, they're dead. All they're doing is these guys attacking into here and losing, which means they are just wasting their supplies. Great news, is it? Great news! Another one! Yeah, the Solar Empire, although they have a lot of land now, might be fairly weakened. They have enough dudes to contest. This is still going on. This is a bizarre war. Why do you have a Dick and Jackie Chan? That was a weird way to put that. If you are allies. Yeah, they're at war with these guys and these guys. And the Nova Graphonia is at war with those guys. Yeah, Solar Empire might stand a chance. The Blitz is going to do Blitz things. You know, as it do. Yep. But they do have a bunch of shit. And also, Van Hoover and the rest of them will probably be able to enter Solar Land to fight. At least these guys will. Even these guys have been declared on. I'm sorry, is Wingbardy losing? Could have sworn they were up to the lake before. Baba booey. Brain melt. Oh. I thought I just got access to that now that I got that. Can I do any more fucking with these guys? Oh, yes, they are currently non-existent. I can do the next one. Yeah, but magic and 100 PP, which I possibly need to get to do the other thingy there. Yeah. heavier ahead of time on that. I'm gonna go heavier ahead of time on that, just so I can get my freaking shit. Oh my god! Hi, Elenia. I think I just didn't stop importing that from somewhere else. So while my chromium was garbage, my buildies was nice. I do like nice buildies. How is my buildies doing? Oh. Military factories. Delicious, delicious military factories. Go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe I should have let Chiroptera die. Nah, because then Tobuk would have just built up. I mean, you guys suck ass. I'm surprised they're not steamrolling them with how much more shit they have. The time has come, and so have I. No, it's a Devil May Cry lyric. I'm gonna save the stuff for killing the resistance, in case I need to. Proxy war, kind of. I'm holding this line so that they beat each other up more, so that they are crippled by the time I move in to kill them all. Ha ha ha. Because I'm so conniving and manipulative. And evil! Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Popular musician. We should do that, but give her a funny little haha necklace. Wink. Winkety wink wink. Oh, they're taking the hobbits to Visopolis. Keeping future conquests weak and divided is indeed a good use of volunteers. Holy shit, Bombadil, are you praising me for my Hoimst Foring? Oh, I don't know how to deal with this. Are they building veterancy? Probably. No, because they're not fighting. They're just plugging this hole so these guys beat against each other, which I'm okay with. Oh. I only need one of those? Annex goal against the Kingdom of Zumidia. Optional focus requirements have not been completed. We will lose stability. It says I just lose stability. It doesn't say that I can't go back and take these, but being able to finally expand would probably be a good. Yeah, the reason I put the light tanks on there is because I'm not using light tanks. I've lost like 10 only. I'm going to be going heavy tanks. So I figured consuming those, not that bad. Oh, it's also probably getting me army XP. Which, maybe... I should get a chief of army. It did just give me 100 PP. And having my doctrines is a good thing. No, my tank! They scratched the paint. Break them apart. Oh, neat. Right. That was still a thing. It's still there. I don't like that. It didn't even reduce the freaking magic or PP. Yeah. Morale's running low. Resistance HQ. XCOM. Reinstall. 75 gigabytes! Alright, maybe we just enjoy Dishonored after stream. Every day brought another setback. More failed operations, more members captured, more resistance seekers are coming down to the Sirens. The situation from bad to worse. The boundless optimism and righteous rage at the start of the movement gave way to anxiety, fear, and desperation. So I entered the room with a scowl. Several RWP members have complained to me that Razorbeak is demanding all of our operatives swear an oath of loyalty to Eris. Crack, what do you know about this? Crack smiled. Yeah, what's wrong with it? Sada was beside us. You can't impose Eris first beliefs on the rest of us. You know, Eris first, just, you know, the general restoration and preservation of the kingdom for the good of everybody, even if you disagree on ideals and exact methodologies, just to make sure you don't go crazy domineering and all that shit, and yada yada yada. It was Eris first beliefs the rest of us, so that is the point of a loyalty oath. Any creature in the siren spell could take it just as easily. Never mind, Crack is an idiot. Crack was weak to respond, but Skystar chimed in. Both of you stop it. I imagine what the elements of harmony would say if they were here. They might be dead. I don't know what's going on in the Solar Empire, but they probably don't like Daybreaker. I think that was like a fucking something. It's probably from the show. It was even Celestia can be evil, and they had to go patoo and return her to funny form. Cotton candy. As Crack to debate, what gives you the right to order us around? She's the fucking princess, that's what. Spend all your time writing letters to opponents who have no intention of helping us. You haven't done anything for the resistance in month. Skystar gasped, genuinely hurt by Crack's words. That's not fair! So I tried to bite her tongue, but couldn't stop the words from coming out. He's right, though. Ever since your first message to the elements didn't work, you've become more and more withdrawn. We had to run this organization without you. This time, Skystar was deeply shaken. Looking down her half-finished letter to Pinkie Pie in front of her, she meekly replied, but the elements are our only hope. Hippogriffia didn't need those ponies to defeat the Storm King, and it doesn't need them now, Crack exclaimed, rising from his chair. As of today, Erisford's cooperation with the United States Resistance States. No, wrong, bad. This is not America. Brain, please. I see United. I immediately filled in after it with states. God bless America. Coxside his daughter as you left. Posada fell as words carefully. I'm sorry, Skystar. I'm leaving too. I just can't deal with the situation anymore. First time since the resistance began, Skystar felt completely helpless. She wasn't sure Posada was gone. When she was sure she was gone, She let her head and began to cry. Aww. Now I feel bad. I can't be mean in video games. It makes me feel bad. The princess with a gun! Weaken her and the Harmonists. Who is our biggest enemy right now? The Nationalists, I think that is? Yeah, I have to do this and that. Probably reduce the stability hit. I do have 98 stability, and I'm pretty sure it's monthly, right? Yeah, but negative 19 consumer goods factories. Like, I want that. It'll be like negative 17. Yeah, but imagine stability. That will go up, because I have an 0.1 change. No maniacal laugh. Okay. Did I unlock some stuff I can do? Or did it just say it will lead to unlocking it? Slacken the reins. Higher up the workers. Secure the tighten the grip. That unlocks decisions. I probably have to do the decisions then these, whereas hers, I just have to... Oh no, hers is this one. No, hers is the rest of it. What do I have over here instead? Because I do have a crazy amount of magic drift, like to the point... Where is my... Yeah, I should do that. Every optional requirement we have not met, including break them apart, we will lose stability. That doesn't say I can't do the rest of it. I think I want to do this. Take the stability hit, because I'm sure I'll get it back later, especially when I remove the resistance entirely. I'll still be at 100. And then that will get me... What the hell these guys have? Carry the torch. Strength through fairness. King Zammy! Plus, it'll be nice to just have shit to do. You know, war and stuff. Kitty! Hey there, why are you being so affectionate? Are you hungry again because you threw up your dinner all over my fucking curtains and I had to spend an hour cleaning it up? To be fair, like, the half of it was clean, half of me was going, oh, god damn it! Hey there. Oh, what time is it? Is it just close enough to feeding you? Yes, it is under 2 hours before her next feeding. Therefore, she will bother me for the next 2 hours. He's okay. He's adorable. What the fuck are you guys doing over here? Yeah. Wait. Red? You know the wrong one? I don't think supply is going to be exactly an issue when they have 4 to 6 dudes, but so how's the Great War going? Not well. Oh god, not well at all. I'm saying he has been running risk his movement. Oh, neat. Patriotic Front. Ah, look at him being all rapid. I have enough. Cost 6? Ugh! No, I don't have enough air. Kill, death, murder. Kill, death, murder. Speed! Alright, where? Airbase. These guys suck. Is that my only airbase? Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, it's got 2,000, I guess. Do any of you have the rage to be over here? Okay, yes. Yeah, stab it. Go home! Lancer. Blue water expert, but water is blue. Unless it's white. Or green, or yellow, but we don't talk about that. Do I have any submarines? Nope! Wait. Yes. How do I split off that? It's very high. Hey! Leviathan! Ooh, I want some of those. Yeah. There we go. Task Force. Underwears. Good. Do you have any navy at all? They have approximately 5 to 6 boats. Okay. Don't want to? I'll be fine. Ugh. Are they defeated? Yeah. Oh, right, I have to do their individual ones. Yeah. Anyways, they are probably good. How do I put airplanes on boat? Touch. Oh. Boat small. Boat very small. Oh, will these automatically help? Seems like it. You can't get the mortars. Yeah. Very smooth. Probably should have built an airbase over here somewhere. Whoops. Okay. Duckweed. The war. Kill. Kill. Neat. Go! Alright, I'm red. Did you just walk a dude behind me? Fuck you. Yes, that's technically an encirclement. Oh! Beautiful. Here we go. Last sketch. Yoink. Yoink. Ah! How you doing without me? Storm pony. I'll be fine. We did it! Now what? Oh. Aggressive patrols. Ooh. $35. The princess. No, we'll leave her for last. It'll be satisfying. Sometimes it pays to be subtle and tactful to see with our rules. Sometimes the only way to do it is breed our rolling force. Majority of Ares first lies here on the mainland, so we cracked down hard on the hypocrites around the full of okay. How much magic do I have? Still +1. Alright. Maybe one factory, didn't it? Worth it! 50 political power for a single factory instantly is probably okay. Welcome back from whatever the hell you were doing. Alright, this. If either of them starts to make gains, I'll just help the other one. Which... Can I send volunteers to either side and fight myself? Purely just to keep them occupied with each other? Nice.
Tank.
Brutal oppression. Oh, I can't even do the one that gives me, what's this one? Capitulation? Compliance, there we go. Go. I don't have military police? That seems like a problem. Maybe they have port garrisons or sufficient naval coverage to discourage naval invasions. Yes. Don't worry, I would have remembered that the first time it happened and I went, oh, I just lost. We have mobilized 196,000 sea ponies. Where? He just gives me it. Magic. Man, I should have been doing this one the entire time too. Shut down universities. The contestant. The princess. Save a good effort for a single reload. The problem is, will I remember it? The answer? No. I'm silly. So how's that? Oh. Remember I said they might stand a chance? I stand corrected. Unless, you know, suddenly big comeback. Oh, Canterlot's gone. Oh, they're dead. Well, I guess we get to deal with the changelings later. So what happens if our great enemy, an asset to the company, is dead? What's the point? Now I can't have my revenge. Campaign over. Nah. How does a diesel submarine work? Just poops out the shit gas into the water? The contestant. my god, I actually have PP gain. Oh. You know what? Let us wait a little bit. Deal with our problems. And then we can amass big PP. None of its radio stations got silent to the Siren takeover. None of its regular programs suit the new regime, and the Sirens had bigger things to worry about. It remained closed until a few days ago when something brought back to life. Attention, citizens of Equestria! The resistance claims to fight for you, but they only fight for themselves. They are a gang of criminals plundering our cities and stealing our hard-earned wealth. Every day they attack our government with no regards to the innocent hypocrites they kill. Sirens are not your enemies, they are your saviors. They want to restore peace and prosperity to these lands. Citizens of Equestria, show your loyalty to the Sirens by opposing these terrorists. After the announcement, another message began, although it was spoken in a dull and emotionless tone of a thrall, is unmistakably the voice of Queen Nova. Skystar, if you're listening, please give up and turn yourself in. Right now, I am alive and well. Alive, yes. Well, if we continue to resist the Sirens, I'll longer be able to guarantee my safety. I love you, Skystar, and I hope to see you again soon. As the broadcast reached the HQ, all eyes were on the princess. Everyone to see how she'd react to the brazen threat on the queen's life. Hedda shuddered and felt tears coming on. Even though they didn't always see eye to eye, she loved her mother more than anything else in the world. And the idea that Sirens would harm her filled her with dread. But now was not the time to cry. She had to put on a brave face for her followers and save her people and ensure the freedom of creatures everywhere. She had to stop the Sirens here and now, even though if it meant her mother would. The princess could no longer hold back her tears. She fled the room. Rip, Mom. I don't think we're gonna kill her. It's a lie. Like everything in my life. Can't do plane stuff if you don't have planes to do plane stuff. Tighten the grip. I have magic.
Tighten the grip.
Some of these take magic, right? 25. Yes. Don't do the other one. God, this takes so much stuff. Military police, hooray! Not that one. Also not that one. Brain, please work. This one, though. Boop, 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 beep. Blah, 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 blah. Dun, 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 dun. One more. Ouch. These guys don't do stuff if there's not a war, right? Yep. Good. A simple threat. Hang on, I'm trying to boats. No. Go home! Fuck! Oh, being an agent for this is dangerous work. Seaward wings. Ew, so much text. There's only encouragement to get her job done correctly and get out safety. Today's mission against the tyrannical Sirens was simple. Simple reconnaissance of the surrounding countryside to ensure that nothing important was oof. Well, they have claws. Yeah, they're hippogriffs, so they'd have hooves and claws. Well, the user attached she'd been assigned, yet something felt off as she began her trip home. A nearby guard checkpoint was all but vacated. Every mission she had undertaken before this area, they had posted a full entourage of enthralled guards looking to keep the roads safe and keeping an eye out for dissidents, but not today. Still, Secret Ring's reason, there must have been a reasonable explanation for it. Chalking it up to the staff transfer, she logged down. Do we have the staff transfer if they are zombies? Then her out, she noticed an armored vehicle heading back towards the checkpoint. This must have been the missing guards, although why would they be coming from that direction? There's nothing out that way besides their new farms and her home. She spread her wings and started flying, not caring about the remaining covert anymore. All she cared about as much as she cared about her family. There we go. was long to get her homestead, saved a burst of speed. When she got there, the front door was wide open. Calling out for her parents and sister, receiving no answer, she slowly walked through the once welcoming home. Nothing seemed out of place until she got to the dining room. Tables turned over, broken chairs, and all the signs of struggle between two parties. On the card was a single note. When the Cedar Wake's tent delivery, turn yourself in and your family will not be harmed. That was all that it read, simple as could be. Those 10 words rang in her mind. As many questions spun at the same time. How had they found her? Had she made some mistake out somewhere? Well, no question arose about all. What should we do? Thing was, she already knew the answer. After putting a rifle she'd been carrying on the whole trip on the counter next to the note, she suddenly turned her head to begin the long trip back to the checkpoints he had seen earlier that day. All she could do was hope now that if they had ever let her see the light of day again, at least her family could have the life that she could not. Sad. Damn it! I kind of wanted to fight the ponies, you know, for the canonical thing. Maybe they'll actually do the resistance bit. There is a chance. I've seen them do that, I think. Man, that makes this campaign slightly less canonical, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, this is free. Ooh. Pee-pee. I do like my pee-pee back. Ooh, research. I hate that. A chance meeting. Well, that's an issue. Seaside Winds looked around the corner of the building in the room ahead. Inside it was his target. Okay, this is possibly the last one for a bit. Pool water made in the center of the room. There's no floor to it. He's the bottomless pit supervisor. The hole made up the entrance from the building to the depths below to the city of Equestria. The only thing standing in the way was a group of enthralled hippogriffs standing guard. It was clear they weren't even trying to hide their intention here. All of them were staring blankly, glassy eyes. One of them had a gem glowing red hanging from their neck, one of the beacons. Well, not as dangerous as Moonfeather's lackeys, as long as you were prepared. They were being quite the... As long as you were prepared. They were being quite a pay for Skystar's resistance. When they caught hippogriffs who weren't. Was just dangerous to silence themselves. Hey, what are you doing there? Seaside looked over to see a hissy had come to see another hippogriff standing behind the opposite corner, glaring at him. He recognized him instantly. Back when the resistance faction had still been united, he had seen him with Crack Lightning and Eris first. I could ask the same thing of you, Seaside whispered back. Me, I'm scouting the tunnel to Equestria, obviously. We need to get the message to ourselves in Equestria. But it had gotten hard recently with all the guards across Eris. That makes two of us, Seaside muttered. Maybe if you dolts hadn't gotten captured through the pathways, they wouldn't have increased security. Us, Air's first members, look indignant. It's you Harmonists who were too sloppy. A blind sea pony could have followed you with the trails you had left behind. At least don't throw ourselves right into the enemy like you do, you reckless buffoon. The Air's first hippogriff opened his beak to respond when his eyes widened in fear for a second. The next he was gone, grabbed by another hippogriff with glassy eyes and a blank stare. They both disappeared in the next room as soft musical voices began to play. And that's that. Ooh, two of them. Yay! Victory! This counts as a war, right? Oh, free magic! Oh, I love my magic back. I can continue, I can do the thingies, mories. Defeated. Defeated. Is this the defeated? Yeah, it's the weakened ones. Got it. Kill. Miter. Hey, kitty. Come here. Cram your face into my fingies. Come on. Come. Give it. Let me. No. Don't leave me. Not like this. Oh, that's what happened. I accidentally put these guys on the Marines. You know, back on the fish. The fall of... Oh! Yes! PP are my favorite! I'm very mature. Secure the factories. Do I want to? Oh, I do have magic now. Hey. Beep! Shit. I kind of want to reload to before the Changeling War. I probably can't send Equestria volunteers, right? I could send one of these other guys volunteers, though, and try to stop them. I wanted to fight the horses, you know, proper vengeance. Clearly, we just have to kill the changelings, free the horses, and then kill them ourselves. It'll be slightly less vengeance, but it'll still work. It's something. Oh. Choices. And I knew charisma when she saw it. After all, she was an expert on the trade, having endless experience mastering it. This crack lightning had it in spades for a mortal. Ooh, we're immortals. That explains the 1,000 years of imprisonment. Yes. She had been alive before the banishment. She might have been impressed. But that was then, and this is now. A charisma that I might have was a sliver. Had a sliver of respect for... That a charisma that I might have had a sliver of respect... might have had a sliver of respect for, have been used against them in a futile effort to overthrow their rule, and for that he had to pay. She had done her research on him just for this. His big speechless of national pride talks of hippogriffs of exceptionalism, which is weird considering he was pro, like, sea stuff. Could have both leave his Rachel from the other perfect plan over to take that. Pencil pusher and Zumidia, that's your big replenish plan. Arya made her way to the room as sarcastic as usual. That's a new low, even for you. Is he gonna even, like, be conscious to experience it when he's enthralled? What would you do? I don't see you giving an alternative. Keep him here, obviously. Sending him off to nowhere would just rub it in the... To just rub it in his face, waste one of the things he actually has. He might even be useful in spreading discontent and anger, since I know that's your thing. I'm the leader, and I'm going with my idea. Well, you shouldn't be the leader if you're having these kinds of ideas. Two signs glare at each other from across the room, neither backing down. What happens if I don't have Zumidia by this point? I'll get all of that over time. I want to see what the other one is. Oh, God. Oh, neat. I get nothing. When Craig Lightning began his resistance against the Sirens, he thought the victory was assured. Their enemies were powerful, but that power was nothing the ace in his country couldn't handle. Hippogriffy had defeated the Storm King, achieving victory where so many other nations have failed. Clearly, the struggle was just a prelude. Where so many other nations had failed. Wait. Wrong. Clearly, the struggle was just a prelude to their moment of national glory. The lights in the Eintracht post office were covered every surface in harsh glare. Crack looked up from his desk to a long line of zebras before him. Apparently, a Zuminium holiday was coming up, so a lot of creatures had letters and packages in. Crack sighed. It was going to be a long day. We let him keep his sapience? Why are we not dominating his ass? Who's to say he doesn't just become resistant again? Arranging the papers in front of him, he wondered how many of these zebras were under the Siren's spell. It was impossible to tell, since most Zumidians knew who he was and what he'd said about them and their country. Oh, that's bad. No magic was necessary to make them hate him. Craig's new co-workers delighted in making him carry several heavy packages at once or fill out hundreds of forms by himself. The work was grueling, but most infuriating part was these zebras believed they had every right to order him around. He thought about running away, but the constant presence of the armed guards made escape impossible. Female zebra approached his desk. She scowled at Crack at you. What the fuck? Thank you, YouTube. This is appropriately weird, I guess. No thoughts, head empty. Yeah, that's about right. And nothing but postal markings. Require a routine search. I need the forum for fragile contents. Yes, I have that right here, the zebra said, pulling a paper from her bag. Crack read the form and smiled. Thank you for filling this out yourself. Normally I have to do it. It's always such a pain. Oh, really? The zebra replied, a wicked grin forming her face. She grabbed the paper and ripped it to pieces. For a moment, they were both silent. Crack beaks hung open in shock. Well, what are you waiting for? The form's not going to fill itself. Wow. And we didn't even have to enchant them to make them into assholes now. I feel bad. Oh, the State University of Canterford was, like many of the major cities of Hippogriffia, considered one of the highest institutions of learning in the country. Hippogriffs and sea ponies alike flocked from all areas in Equestria to attend, learning about economics, mathematics, and sciences in the hopes of getting a degree at the university. It had a talented staff, international recognition, and a vibrant group of political and ideology clubs ever since such ideas began flowing in from the mainland. Not anymore. However, such a bright light was not meant to last. Crescent Skies, a former resident of Equestria, had been in part of the communist club that had formed before the Siren takeover. It had been one of the few to avoid the magic song, along with a few friends and his professors. He had come into contact with Posada herself and her resistance after they had formed the Arisian Resistance. While he didn't want to risk becoming a partisan personally, he was more than willing to support them from the sidelines in whichever way he could. That was until one fateful day occurred. When he reached the club room, his friends were there, but not the professor. All his students shrugged at him. So only half an hour later, the professor came in looking defeated. He was flanked by two armed guards while carrying rifles, looking quite threatening. Students, he said weakly, I'm sorry to say that school is closing. The university is getting shut down indefinitely while communist sympathies in the staff are being investigated. They all looked at each other and continued. In addition, we are all being sent for musical correction to ensure that we have listened to the siren song. The gentle griffs here are going to escort us to the courtyard and ensure that there aren't any complications on the way. And that was it. This guy slowly got in a line to file out of the classroom, knowing the jig was up. He should have known that this would happen eventually. But he wanted to stay, take the risk, and now he was going to pay the price. Don't any of you have guns? Like, no civilian firearms at all? This game must have been made by Europeans. Alright, how are you guys doing? Ah, still in the stalemate. Good, same as it ever was. -4, Jesus. Cool. God, I can probably almost afford the -4. Yeah, once I deal with them all. I did the grip.
Death.
Aww. Oh, it was defeated by the... Oh no, they defeated it. I don't suppose. I mean, the Celestial Resistance probably has jungle buffs. Who knows? Maybe they can hold off the changelings. Yeah, they lost 30,000 people. Or 30 divisions somewhere. Bitchy. You are at war, right? Yeah. Oops, they're dead. Whoa. Death! So sad. I set out to watch as the sea ponies on the side was dragged before them by other enthralled sea ponies. Deep beneath the mountains of Ares within Equestria, when they had gotten the news that the revolutionary had finally been captured in the aquatic kingdom, Idaio had immediately sent the two to deal with it. She herself was busy dealing with issues on Ares itself. I wonder if these names change depending on who's in charge. The ring sirens decide what to do with her. Do you really think you'd get anywhere fighting us? Arya asked Posada. The latter refusing to look at either of the sirens. You're lucky Nago isn't here. She'd probably think of some creative way to humiliate you like before. Like before giving you a performance. Personally, I think imprisonment would suit you just fine. What? Then I asked curiously, why? Arya rolled her eyes before turning to face their fellow siren. Because she's a threat. She's charismatic and a firebrand. We can't just let her walk away, even if she's under our influence. Is one of these murder her? Murder. Then I made a weird expression when she was thinking really hard. But like, we beat her. We don't have to hate us anymore after we sing. Just look at the hat I found she had. She pulls out the neon cat. Neon? That neon? It might have a glowy on it. It's got uranium-235 in it. Or no, wait, thorium something is the blue one. She's highly irradiated. And Sam Milana. It looks cool, don't you think? I can ask her to make me one? No, Sonata. At this point, Arya's voice is like talking to dangerously page of tone. We're not letting her go, and you are not asking her for a stupid hat. You're not stupid, you're just no fun. Am not, am too. Posada watched from below, simply confused at the display of pettiness the two sirens were putting before her. Finally, Arya took a deep breath before responding once more. I can just let her go. It loses 25 political power, 5 stability, Jesus. Yeah, but cool hat. Cool hat. Hell yeah! Aw, you don't have a cool hat. Boo. Cool hat. Am I not done with the princess? What do I still have to do? Ah. Oh, I had to do the other ones. And now save up 40 PP.
Sky Master.
Globe Master.
Shark Master.
L. Peacemaker. Yes. Bomber. Damn it. Ugh, fine. You guys fighting yet? No. Ares is an analog to isolationist America, waking up to slap down evil. But since it's an island, it's also Britain! I thought Britain was over here in New Maryland. Yay, fascism! Woo! This is a joke. Obviously. Some people are stupid enough to not realize that, though. So, yeah. You ain't getting there. Maybe upgrade my Marines since that's my special forces as fish. Makes sense. Norgal. I should upgrade my fleet designs soon. Gone. I wish you could upgrade your existing designs to like just the bigger hull and then get the extra slots on it. Instead of having to look back and forth between each of them going, hey, Hunter, are you again? Maybe. No deflate submarine. Oh god, ads! Lake City's somewhere up here, right? Holy crap! They actually beat... Oh, Abyssinia won. The Patriot. Mao Egypt. Donkey. I guess, yeah, because, Wingbardi was getting his ass kicked up here. Huh. Oh, they're still fighting. Whoa. Oh, because these guys are helping now. Despotism, yay! Oh, the Dread League won. Sweet, now they can build up for the next, like, 5 years and then get stomped because the focus tree is so dog shit. Aw, Foot of the Fallen. Man! Not gonna be satisfied to take over Equestria anymore. They banished the princesses without us? What the fuck? Wait. Friend? Oh. Friend? Friend? Revenge! Aw. Declares war on changeling. Yeah, I don't know. Is it revenge if it's changelings? Chrysalis helped them? Can he? We can still take revenge against Magic. There's a little doohickey here when I zoom out enough. Kill. 4? Oh, beautiful. I want to take this. No, because then I'm going to be at a -1 when I swap over to Arya to finish all her stuff. The Shattered Crown. Unless this gives me magic. Please? Please? Oh, it does. Oh, I had to do all these. Oh, okay, so I can attack earlier, but these ones are still in that one. Yeah. The fuck is that? Looks like a little anglerfish. Probably tank designers and tanks, huh? Ooh. Yeah, but this one's got the biggest penis on it. Oh, rip reliability on that. Bogey. 99, you say? I like it.
Dang.
Tank. Yeah, that's 10% reliability. Production. Tank.
Tank.
Did you say you wanted to play Fukin Kamis at some point? Maybe. Could the bestest hat maker revolution fish is the option? Maybe. According to you, she has a weird ass cult following among like the fandom. And I am a fucking slut. For doing what people tell me like a good little chubby wubby. Sent chills up my spine. Not in a good way. Jeff! Yay! Aw, do I not get to tighten the grip and secure the factories anymore? Boo. I was willing to dump my extra magic on that the entire time. The door banged loudly as the latch holding it closed bent further. I'm getting close to snapping. Sky starting to a few of the remaining hippogriffs in the room flinch. Saw a few flinch. Holding their weapons is already aimed at the door. There's only one way in and one way out. It's currently getting broken down by a mob of enthralled creatures outside. This was all for them. Oh, this was it. For all of them. Well, not all of them. Skystar had sent Silverstream out to Hippogriffia just a few days ago to make an escape for Equestria. How about that? Silverstream had begged her to come as well to flee and seek refuge from the Sirens elsewhere, but Skystar had refused. She needed to stay here to keep the last spark of hope for the Resistance alive, against the Sirens alive. Sparks clearly getting snuffed out with every single bang on the door. What do we do, Princess? Hippogriff asked, claws holding his rifle and shaking. I don't know that I know that they're enthralled with the Siren, but they're still our friends and family. Are we really supposed to shoot them? Skystar had no good answer. How could she? The Sirens had turned everyone they had loved against her. When they saw her, all they could see in their eyes was hatred. Now, as you're supposed to do. If it was her mom behind that door, forced by the Sirens to do their bidding. Oh yeah, it could be the Queen. What if it was? What if it was Silverstream, who could have been caught by the Sirens who didn't escape? Was one last act of defiance worth more death? Suddenly, Princess Skystar put down the BAR she was holding. No, she said, I can't ask that of any of you to do that for me. I think I said that right. Slowly, the rest of the hippogriffs put their weapons down as well, some more hesitantly than others, but eventually all their guns were on the floor, forgotten about. I wouldn't say forgotten about. You know, surrender. They looked around the meeting, each hippogriff's eyes, all of them bore the same look of sadness, yet acceptance. She had failed them all. And now the Sirens had won. It was the last thought before the door burst open and a crowd of enthralled hippogriffs rushed into the room. Fine, you take care of her. Why, can we just, like, make her our pet? Honestly, Princess, what do you think we're gonna accomplish? Didn't we ask that same thing of the communist? Diago asked. Skystar looked defiantly. All you did was delay the inevitable, so you delayed our plans a bit and maybe caused some trouble here and there. Was it really worth everything you lost? A rule is simply how the world works. Why do you think you could fight it? When she got a response, Adiago turned to Sonata and Arya, floating This is not appropriate music. We did a victory celebration. Execute the princess. No, not outside the bedroom. Get out! You know, as far as audio turned to face Sonata and Arya floating just back away from her. I think making her out and sing for us across Hippogriffia and Equestria would be the perfect revenge for the trouble she caused us, she said, pulling out an amulet with a blood-red diamond-shaped gem hanging from it. Just imagine it. The princess and the last hope of the Hippogriffs now enthralling every creature she was fighting to save. What do you two think? Arya rolls her eyes but didn't say anything, while Sonata slightly tilted her head. Really? I thought we were going to make her stay here with the queen. I was going to ask about these two clams I found with her. Blue Siren pulled two out of the sea creatures, one red and one purple. Well, they found those in the bathroom, so I'm concerned. Both with googly eyes on their names, Shelly and Sheldon, Skystar yelled out. Much to every siren's surprise, you name your clams? Audioga laughed. Dark and sinister toad attached. That's just, oh, can they talk? What the fuck is going on? This is my way. Stop butting in. Can't you stay here with us, please? I'll make sure she doesn't do anything. I promise. The voice inside is probably just, if anything, this. Yeah, but I want to know what happened to the clams. Damn it. Cool hat, cool clams. Like, we'll enthrall her later once we figure out where the clams are. How do we use the seashells? Tell us! I need to know! Everybody asks that, but they're clearly for scraping shit off your ass cheeks. Like, it's kind of obvious. Then you waffle stomp it down the drain. Simple. Ooh. Military police will require magic infantry. And more better to suppress you with, my dear. Har 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 har. Dun 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 dun. There's no drains if their houses are underwater unless they use a SpongeBob logic. It just floats up to the surface and then gets eaten by the fish, probably. Gross. Too bad. So sad. Jose's Skystar is crazy. When the Blue Siren convinced the others to keep her in the palace, she had assumed it was to prelude some far worse punishment. Yet, since then, nothing had changed. Skystar stayed in her bedroom under guard, but mostly unsupervised. She had to see her mother several times, but told that Queen Novo could not have visitors in her current condition. Blue Siren, who called herself Sonata, frequently visited. She would ask Skystar about her life, her friends and her family, and even Shelly and Sheldon occasionally. Sonata would sing for the princess. In confinement, she was powerless to resist the silence voice. But she didn't seem to be experiencing any ill effects. It's almost as if Sonata genuinely wanted others to enjoy her music. Skystar's thoughts were interrupted by a knock on the door. She explains Sonata, but the creature enters not a siren. The princess couldn't believe her eye. Posada! Oh, ha! Did we get one because we kept them both? Skystar, Posada cried, pulling her to embrace. She began to tear up. I'm glad you're safe. When you abandoned me in the resistance, I thought I'd never see you again. Posada frowned, waving Skystar away. Hold it. I didn't abandon the resistance, or you. You weren't helping with the resistance at all, and don't give me that. It was your fault the resistance collapsed. How dare you? Should have never had trusted such a spoiled princess. The two continued to trade insults, with their argument becoming increasingly heated. Eventually, Posada reached her limit. I love that this gives me one magic from their fighting. Stormed out of the room. Aw, I was hoping they would be friends. Aw. You know, but I think it would have been much nicer to see Sonata. Unlike Posada, the Blue Siren was a kind creature with a big heart. The more she thought about it, the more she felt like Sonata was the only one who truly understood her. Oh! We don't even have to enthrall the princess for her to be on our side. That's cute. You get a special one for if you kept them both. Damn it! I should have kept the fucking griffin! Heck. Getting to see her real friend. She had to see that insane communist. See? It's working. Man, I wonder if I had kept the griffin too. If they would have saw each other, fought, and then like it would have firmly convinced the princess that all she needs is me. Also, what the fuck happened to my manpower? I am literally producing 1 man a month. Is it you? 9,000. I just have that little population? Hmm. Even these guys are gaining, and they're at war. Unless they had 400,000 last time I looked. Can you not up conscription? Oh yeah, that's probably why. I have limited conscription on. Yeah, I can up conscription next time it comes around. It probably will do it on its own once I go through the tree here. Roy! No! Compliance. Dire consequences. Oh look, conscription! Yoink. Well, so much for that. Able to fight Chiroptera. Well, the Chiroptera probably attacks Warzina first. I guarantee you. My friend. Ah. Not except by focus. Nice! 69. Fish. You know, little civil combinisms. Oh, no more trade with Skyfall. Aw, yeah, I don't get tight in the grip anymore. Oh. Well, I still get all that back in not all the penalties. Goodbye, free buff. I'll miss you. Oh. Y'all are good shit, right? No. Royal Guards for everyone! Changes closed economy to closed economy. And cost me 40 magic. Wah! Why? That should bypass if you already have closed economy. My juice! No. So, about that war with Tobuk, you could have left them there, killing each other, but no. Yeah, once I get that, I'll upgrade my planes. They are well overdue for that. Ugh, headache. Weird, what happened? Because, like, I was sitting at nothing for the longest time. And then I got 6,000 back when I stopped a thing. Now I'm at 300k? Oh, right, because I did the... Me smart. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. No, none of these are the ones that I need. Ow. God damn it, Olivia! You're a terrible trade partner. Thanks. That's fast. All right. And that's why I haven't upgraded my planes yet. Bussy. Guns. Oh, Zorantia took Tobuk? I thought Arabterra took everything up to there. No, yeah, they did, because there's the border. Did Zorantia just shove into Tobuk that fast? I guess, and they're accidentally managing to do the thing that makes them win. Unless the AI is programmed to defend the line there and starve them in the desert. Ink. Boop. Zam! Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Mm. Yeah, that means, you know, more planes, more everything. Probably worth it over conscription. Since I'm not imminently suffering from it anymore because of the thing. Bit. Let me a strap bomber. Yeah. Boy, brain hurts. What was it? I'm like roughly 60% agility compared to air attack and defense, or is it the other way around? 50-50 was something. As well as agility increases air attack and defense by like 3 times its number, but you also need the base air attack and defense to be multiplied at all. Big Balatro logic right there that my Balatro brain intrinsically understands, but I can't bring it out my mouth hole. I think I ended up wanting more. Yeah, I went like 50% more air attack and defense than I did agility, is what I understood. So, you know, double and then some is probably a little bit better. Maybe? I don't know. Fugte. The word of the day is fugter. Okay. This is low? When before I start doing boat. 1, 2, 3. No, these ones aren't components. This one's a component? That one's a component. These ones are just generic buffs. So... It's too late to change it. Oh, never mind. That's done in 8 frickin' days. Complete this one. Yeah. And then airplane catapults are a thing, but like I honestly would rather just build land air bases than have to deal with whatever the fuck carriers have going on. Meaning one of your carriers. Is that one? Ah, we'll fix it when I swap them out. They rebelled. Oh, I'm betting, yeah, that's probably the, where is it? Yeah, Reward the Faithful is something to do. Yeah, the effect doesn't work. It doesn't say what it is anymore, probably because they already did it. It's something about integrating Bronze Hill. I'm assuming instead it frees them. Apparently gives them better state. And calls it a day. As I am going to do. My brain is shutting down very fast. I probably gonna need to go get dinner or something like that. What did I even eat today? 3 cans of Mountain Dew. Oh yeah, curry. Good shit. I am stopping a little bit early for today. Thank y'all very much for watching. If you are new here and you want to see more ponies, apparently is this month's thing, feel free to follow. Until then, get out of my house. Bye.